Hi. Hold on one second, everybody. Happy Saturday. Right? It's Saturday. Hold on. I got to try to figure out these headphones. Am I connected? I don't think I am. Hold on. Hey, can you guys let me know if you hear me?
Hi.
Hey. Is
You,
my sound terrible?
um, let me turn up my volume.
You sound terrible. Yeah, it's not you. It's me. Hold on. Let me turn these off. I just don't think I think they're garbage. Hold on.
Okay.
All right. So I'm probably better off just going through my phone. Is that better?
Better. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let me fix
Hey,
some of this
teacher
stuff.
mom.
Hey,
Sup?
everybody. Just
Oh,
give me
God.
a second. I'm trying to try something new here. And I don't know. Batting 1,000. I just wanted to. I can't find. So I don't even want to tell you what I was trying to use. So, well, I'm going to tell you because it's a funny story.
Okay.
Hey, teacher mom. Hey, Dallas. Hello, my love. Do I still sound like I'm in
Hey,
a tunnel? Come up. I'll send you the link if you want to come up. Um, so
it's
if
not
I
too
still
bad
sound
of
like
mine.
in a tunnel, somebody tell me. But here's what happened. So I'm like, my earbuds, I think, do just the ones I have. I can't find my other ones are just garbage for like being on StreamYard or on a panel or anything like that. So then I had gotten my son wireless, like actual headphones. But of course he can't find them. He doesn't like using them. So I was like, oh, I'll just take those over. But I couldn't find them. So then I remembered I had gotten the little one, the headphones to go with her tablet, like the Kindle.
Yeah.
They're called like buddies or something. So I was like, oh, that's sweet. She doesn't use hers either. But yeah, they're fine, I think, because I think they're supposed to like purposely control the volume so that it doesn't get so loud. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can't turn the volume up.
Right.
It's
So,
only slightly. Or let me unplug. Maybe that'll be better. Because
let's see.
and then I'm having like total um technological fails. My laptop, I don't know what's going on. It like keeps lagging as soon as I get to the Enter Studio on StreamYard. It just will not, like, my whole computer freezes up.
Oh, man.
So I don't know. But anyway, I just figured
Time to clean it out.
yeah, maybe. I haven't been live in
Hmm.
forever. Like, you know what? There's been like a lot of stuff going on, just like a lot of craziness. Maybe
Yeah.
live and we can just chit chat about it. We can kibitz. Yeah, the sign, do not proceed with this live. Yes,
Right.
probably. All right. Do you want to come up? I'm going to send you the link. Well, no, I'm afraid that
There, I can do it.
you
I've got
can
it.
send it, right? Send it to Finding Hope, but then I'm afraid to leave this screen. It keeps throwing me out. So there was just like a point I wanted to make before we do anything else because like I heard this again today. I don't even remember which live it was in. I was listening to things while I was running errands, but I needed to
Hmm.
say this. Um, okay, if
Oops.
somebody's doing a stream, a live stream, okay, so like
Hmm.
you do not know what the people on panel are going to say next, right? Like nobody has any idea what I'm
Yep.
about to say, all right, including you,
Hmm.
and you're up on the panel with me.
Right.
So if
Hmm.
I say something that maybe is controversial or not so nice or something you don't agree with, now you're within all your right to be like, yeah, I don't agree with you, Audie. You know, we can agree to disagree, whatever. So can the
Hmm.
people in chat. That does not mean that they align with every single thing I'm saying in that moment. Like, I just this
I know.
there seems to be this like trend or this constant like battle about like you're in the stream supporting them bashing me or them talking about me or them doxing me or them doing this, and it's like, wait a second, that's not, the stream wasn't titled I'm going to bash and dox Jane Doe. The stream was
Right.
titled like let's talk about, cupcakes, and then
Gardening. Right.
happened into that. Like, it's
Right.
just so crazy, and it's like where like we are all adults, right?
I would like to hope so. I do like to hope so. So it's hard not only for a sub but a creator too. Especially a creator. And I think there's two avenues, right? That people want, subs want, viewers want. They either want to come in and see an echo chamber, or they're coming in for a fight,
Yeah, you're right.
and that's it.
Hmm.
So as a creator, it's okay. Well, what will you tolerate? What will you not tolerate?
Yeah, I
You
think
know.
there's some exceptions, right? Like there's of course there's exceptions to everything, right? There's like
Hmm.
the minority I think are like us, which I will lump us
Yeah.
together in the sense that like we don't want either. But I mean,
Right.
listen, don't get me wrong. I don't shy away from a drama stream. That's quite obvious. I chat in them, I contribute, but like
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
we've talked about this. We've talked this to death. I know me and when the last times me and Hope have panels, we talked about like there's a difference between like that drama light or like diet drama and like
Mhm.
full on scorched earth, destroying people and
Yeah.
taking down everybody in your path because
Right.
because that's when it gets like to go too far. Hey
Right.
there, Libby. But like just because I may like this, I feel like doesn't need to be said, but it does need to be said. And I'm not just referring to me because I haven't experienced this firsthand. I'm talking about what I've witnessed. But
What you
like,
witnessed.
yeah, like just people being in a chat and then suddenly everybody aligns with like what one person said in the comment section of the live stream, like,
Hmm.
or
Hey,
you
what?
automatically align with what's being said on panel.
Whoa. I'll say hi real quick. Hi, Sasquatch. Hi, AYB. Finding Hope, Dallas. Kiki Lonnie. How'd I do? Let's see. So, if it was Hawaiian, it'd be
Oh yeah, and I
Kai.
can't see the YouTube side of things, which I feel like always. Let me try that though. Maybe I can do that from my laptop. And then
Kai
comments.
Kilani. Sorry, I'm playing with the one name, because if it's
Oh,
Hawaiian, the E's are I's and the I's are E's.
what name?
Uh, I can't. Is
Spell it.
it
Oh,
Ki?
Kikalani.
Yeah,
Yeah, see, I can't
Ki
see that. I can't see them in
Kai
chat.
Kai Kilani. I am horrible. I'm always over on the islands, and I am such a derelict when it comes to trying to. Hey Heather! Oh my gosh, and AJ. Um, I cannot pronounce anything.
I got to try to get into my laptop and go see YouTube because I'm not seeing any of these. And then I feel bad when this happens because
Keikilani. Keikilani.
put it phonetically for us.
She did. K
Yay! Oh, I can see it now.
KAYKEELAH. Okay, good.
All right. Hi, AJ. Yeah,
AJ.
that's what I should be doing, cleaning. But no, I mean I sort of did a little bit, but so I just wanted to make that point. Like, if you see me, and I don't really care, I'm just saying this as me. I'm using me as as the example, so nobody takes it personal.
Sure.
In a chat or listening to a live stream, and somebody on the panel says something that's maybe not something I align with. If you don't see me calling it out, like, oh yeah, we can agree to disagree, or I don't agree with you, then maybe I just didn't catch it, or maybe I just don't care enough. But it doesn't mean that I align with that. And I'm sure that's how most people feel. You don't
Yes.
have to like 100% support every single thing a creator is saying on their live stream. You're allowed to like be like, yeah, I enjoy when they do this, but I don't enjoy that. Or
Yep.
I want to hear the discussion. I want to debate this. I want to talk about why you feel that way. Maybe you'll convince me of something different. I will
Yes.
share an experience today with De Laguna, and I'm not going to go too deep into it because I wasn't going to go back and
Oh
forth
boy.
with her because she's so freaking immature.
Mm-hmm.
She was talking about flood insurance. Now, we're not even going to go down that rabbit hole because I
Mm.
know I'm sick of hearing about the stupid hurricanes
Yes.
and what
Yes.
happened. Tonic told his story. I believe him. You may not believe him. That is what it is. It's done. But as far as like flood insurance and insurance in general, of course, it's going to vary state to state, person to person, company to company. But I have had my own experiences, so I'm speaking from experience. I'm not just pulling it
Right.
out of my ass. And the point I was trying to make she comes in with like calling me dumb, which we've never
Oh
really
God.
engaged in a conversation before, and
Mhm.
links like an article to some article in Forbes, which didn't read it at the moment, and I was on my phone and I wanted to read it when I could really read it. So I even responded and said, okay, when I'm in front of my computer, I'll be able to read it. And then she's like, well, you're wrong and I'm right because you're dumb. Like, who's a 12-year-old? I'm like, and then I was like, wow. I was like, okay, Lauren, I'm dumb because whatever. And then she was like, I'm sorry, maybe I went too far, but whatever, you're wrong or something. And I'm just like, whatever. So I can admit to being wrong if I'm wrong. The article that she ended up sharing, no, you can't go in there, CJ. Cannot go in there. Okay, because there's tools there. Yeah, Daddy put some stuff. So the point was that the article didn't. It really kind of didn't prove her point either. But we're neither here nor there. But that's just like I don't even remember where I was going with that. But the point was that people can disagree. It doesn't mean
Yes.
that like that now everything that Lauren says or does, I will definitely disagree with no matter what. You know what I mean? Even though she's not my particular cup of tea. But do you see what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
or if somebody was agreeing with me, doesn't mean that they're never going to agree with her. Like, it's just so silly that we even have to talk about this because you
I
would
know.
think that's how people that are intelligent enough to get onto the computer, open up an app, create a YouTube channel to chat and chat, would have some sort of sense enough to be able to kind of distinguish that. I don't know.
Right. No, I get it, and uh, excuse me. I was having this
Yes.
conversation.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Jen.
It's okay. I was having this conversation the other day with somebody I don't remember. I think all of us that come here on a regular basis or a semi-regular basis, I think all of us, I think maybe I don't know. We all have maybe one screw loose somewhere in there.
Well, yeah.
Somewhere in there, because we come here for entertainment. We come here now. I understand. I mean, people are we've made friendships here. I know for myself, I love to come here and have conversations with you and with Ask Your Bartender and Public Occultist Shiva I for the last few days he's been cracking me up. So I come here for that. The negative, not so much, or to hear. You were actually the one that messaged me about when again, we're not going down that rabbit hole, but because it's so current, you were the one that messaged me when Tonic was found alive. And I was in my daughter's orthodontist waiting room, and I just broke down crying because we were all so worried about him. He's a human being. All the other stuff around it, I don't care. I don't care.
It's so stupid, and
I know.
like it's still like no, I guess just even contributing to it is part of the problem. But at the same time, like I think Hope just made a really good point. I'm sorry, I don't think I can pin comments from StreamYard side. I'm not on the YouTube side. Absolutely amazed how people will just go along with the crowd and change their beliefs without taking time to actually think about what they're agreeing to.
Right.
We used to have discussions when we disagreed with each other. Now it's instant anger. It's like instant, like you are the the antithesis of everything I hate because we disagreed on, if the steak should be cooked rare or medium. Like, it's ridiculous.
I know.
But also, there was another thing I wanted to talk about, like, just kind of interesting. I kind of alluded to it in my super vague, it kind of reminded me of the days of vague booking. People will you can go on Facebook. That would be a fun stream to do one day, just to look not at people we know, but like they do this on TikTok sometimes. There's a guy that like will go and read like in the town posts of like people will post like these really cringy, like vague Facebook posts, and then expect like you're putting it on Facebook and like I'm going into the hospital. I hope I see you all again, but please don't reach out. Please don't reach out to me. I don't need sympathy. but like it's just funny. Yeah, right? You know what I'm talking about? It's like,
Yes.
I mean, you see that here too, but the ones on Facebook are kind of funnier. It'll be
Oh,
like,
that's amazing.
I don't need sympathy. I don't need anybody to check in on me, but I hope this isn't my last post. You know. So that's kind of what.
Oh, good. Hi, just carry me. It's so good to see you. Look at Public Cultist says you were in the wrong person's chat. A dox upon all your houses.
That's right. Yes. Oh, and that's the other thing. Thank you. You got me back onto where my head was going for a second. You cannot. Okay, this is now. I'm just being ranty and preachy and TED talking,
Go.
but this is me saying this. I don't think you can get onto your channel, onto your live stream, onto your whatever, and say you are a terrible human for doing X, Y, and Z, and then proceed to do X, Y, and Z because they did it.
Yes.
I mean, we are just watching this unfold in real time. And I know we've talked about this 2 years ago. And, like, yes, we've talked about it to death. It's the selective outrage and the hypocrisy and all that.
Yeah.
But, oh, my gosh. I mean, we really could never stop talking about it because every day there's something new that happens that
Yeah, and
I
it
saw
all.
in the last 48 hours.
Yes, absolutely.
People saying, you're terrible. You did this, all while simultaneously doing it to another person.
I know.
I mean,
I know.
you know what? It gives me hope that I think the majority probably, I say majority, I'm take that back. The minority, maybe the majority, see that for what it is.
It's the minority, unfortunately. It absolutely is the minority.
Oh, we're getting lawsuits? Now I'm getting sued? Remember I was getting a lawsuit and a
what?
PPO? Do you remember when Blether was on her warpath and she
Oh,
commented?
that's
Blether
right.
from Watch
Yes.
Island. And she said that because I mentioned her wife in my video that the PPO was in the mail.
Yes, that's
I was
right.
like,
Did you ever get it?
That was like my first YouTube threat of a PPO or anything. I was like, gonna frame it.
Okay, so I'm squirreling. So
yeah, that's okay.
Speaking of things that were, that are brought up from a long time ago. So on Thursday night, I was out picking the kids up from a football game, and I get a message from Queen Bee with a screenshot of a creator who had a screenshot of someone's Discord, right? And the date of that screenshot was from April. And this creator...
It was a little Easter gift. It was a little Easter egg.
6 months ago. And this creator was going on and on and on about what I had said in this Discord from 6 months ago. And she, Queen invited me up on panel, and girl, we laughed so hard, and we ended up bringing up
do that because
yeah,
you know what I mean, instead of turning it into another, like, you know what I mean, yes, from April AYB, instead of turning it into a, like, because you know where that could potentially go, because in my opinion the person who had that said screenshot was obviously looking for something. She needed something to come from that, so there'd be something to talk about, right?
Yes, yeah.
And you handled it beautifully because it's so silly. I mean, it was so silly.
Really is.
The content of it was silly, like in the sense, you know what I mean? Like it never, it wasn't like a dox. It wasn't anything about anybody's family or children. It was more or less like, I think, sharing an idea or something that was experiencing. And if I recall, when that went down, and I'll leave it at this, you were actually supporting somebody, a friend, right? And you were angry at that
I
friend.
sure was.
Thing they were experiencing with that person.
Yeah.
And,
so for that specific creator to bring that up, right, and make a big, I think she did 2 lives on it, actually 2 whole lives. Okay, number one, she's scraping the bottom of the barrel if she's coming for somebody like me. 2, all it's doing is increasing my sub count, so it's backfiring. It's backfiring.
The silver lining, right?
Right. And, I mean, God, it's too funny. I can't. Let's see. It's like on Boston Legal when Denny Crane bursts in. but did you not drink a cup of coffee 25 years ago?
Yeah,
Right. Oh, God.
God, it's just so ridiculous. Exactly. I was going to say exactly. Oh my gosh, I can't talk.
You've been hanging
I can't. Um, it, and people fed into that because a clip channel showed that. I did see from a clip channel. I didn't even watch the clip. I went right to the comments because I'm a glutton for punishment.
Mm-hmm.
And Kane, it's so good to see you, but you're hiding in the cornfield. I'll stay
In the
quiet.
corner.
But children of the corn. So, oops, I said children. Now the comments. I'm being a nosy neighbor. I'm sorry, guys. I just saw a strange vehicle pull up outside. Which one of you is it? The comments were delightful under that clip channel, and I took I typed. You ever do this? I'm sure we've all done this. Tell me if you've done this. I typed out a flippin' dissertation. I had a dissertation to put in the comments, and then I deleted it and didn't hit send.
Oh, yeah.
And I communicated with like Jen, and I just said, you know what? I'm not going to feed the beast. This is so stupid. And
that's what they're hoping for.
Desperate grab for something. I mean, like of all the things that's happened in the last 6 months, that is what we're going to be using.
Right.
I mean, really.
Right.
Oof.
Yeah. And that reaction of you now, had you hit send, then they would have got what they wanted.
Yes, I know.
Reaction.
And then somebody would have went live with, maybe not necessarily about me, but it could have brought other people. I just wasn't going to. I mean, it could have been about me, but I wouldn't care if it was about me. I would care if it brought other, you know what I mean? If something I said made other people a topic of conversation. I don't want to do that.
Yeah, right.
I do.
So
yeah, it's my PPO being.
I was just gonna point that out. Funny Hope says it's the PPO.
And the tornado to the door if it is.
Oh.
To dial down though, like I haven't heard much about that, and I don't know if people got scared or people got bored or people got whatever, but they moved on to the Kylie stuff. That
oh God, them too.
Yeah,
let that poor baby rest. Jesus,
I know. I don't know how I feel. Like, so here's how I feel about this, because this seems to be a hot topic on the YouTube true crime streets. Is it a true crime, and should we be talking about it, or should people be covering it, or is it an accident and it needs to be left alone? And I will say I do have mixed feelings about it, because I'm a big believer in it's your channel, do what you want. And listen, listen, I wouldn't, if somebody threw me a $10 Cash App, I would be thrilled. But the point I'm trying to make is I don't have 700 people in my chat super chatting me. I mean, if this is somebody's livelihood and they're making money off of it, doesn't mean it's in good taste. Doesn't mean that it's something I would personally do, but I don't know that I would shame them or attack them for it either, because it's their bag. I don't know.
Right,
I have mixed feelings. What do you think?
Well, okay. So first, a disclaimer: I've never been a big true crime person, right?
Yeah.
Now, and especially when it comes to kids, right? I personally feel that if people are going to cover true crime, have a age limit, 18 and above kind of thing, but that's just me. Again, I don't do true crime.
Okay.
The situation with this young girl, I think the day they found her, I think it should have stopped. I think once the autopsy came out, discuss that, because you've obviously gained some momentum on YouTube talking about it up into the point where she was found. So maybe do a follow-up and then move on to the next case. Let her family grieve.
Yeah. So I think once the police, like the people that are actually law enforcement and know what they're doing, so, and the police, the detectives, the forensic people, and the family, if they come out and say, enough, it was a tragic accident, let us be, then I think just my own conscience, me. And I know if like me and Hope, let's say we were covering that on Two Partners, like we would just drop it and move on to something else. There's plenty of other cases out there. But I don't know. I've also never, I don't know. I don't know. Money makes people do weird things, right?
I know.
When you're getting, when you, I don't know. I would like to hope and think, and I'm being really honest with you guys, that that my morals and my conscience would trump like any money. But then again, some people are hard up and they need the money, and Christmas is coming and they want to. I don't know. I just try to see all sides of it and not be too judgy.
You're trying to justify
Yeah.
why they're doing what they're doing.
But there is,
You know,
like you said, there's so many missing people that need the attention. Like if you've grown a channel really quickly, I mean, what I would think I would want to do then is say, okay, now I got the audience. So now there's like all these underserved, discussed like cases. There is, and I know true crime thing, but there is a ton of missing children. If you want to do children or missing women, look at like the a whole nother genre, like is what's going on with the indigenous women and children.
Yes.
Like, there's so much attention that can be brought to other cases that maybe it's the time to do that.
Right.
Yeah. If the parents are asking for it to be left alone, we should honor that.
And Kikilani's right. They did twist it all into a giant conspiracy when it was an accident, you know.
And it still is happening. I mean, I've seen some really cringy like titles. Like I don't watch them because it's just, even when the case was brand new, it didn't really interest me all that much. I had a hard time getting into it. But some of these titles for streams are like so tinfoil hat, like, ooh,
I know,
dirty, you know, it's kind of dirty.
Yeah. So AYB is selling her soul to the devil and then she's going to do a live on all of us.
Yes.
Mama needs that cash.
Yeah. You need the money. You got to get. I mean, let's speak realistically, right? Like Jen, I know how hard you've been working to build your channel, to use like new well, I say new technology. I know it's not new, but use like a new like to really try to put out a good product based, but on the premise that it's things that you enjoy talking about and you don't want to hurt people and you don't want to do drama, like, you know what I mean? But you know better than anybody else. Like when it comes down to the money, and if you're here to make cash, it's unfortunate, but unless you're like Bailey Sarian or you are, you know, one of PewDiePie or, you know, one of these big gamers like that came in the beginning, it's really hard. Like if that's going to be your livelihood, like it's unfortunate because no matter how much we talk about how much we all hate it and we don't think it's right, we participate. We participate. I'm guilty. I mean, I know I am.
Yeah.
Hey, Meow. Hey, Izzy.
Hey.
Hi, Ella.
Hey, Ella. Ella Bella.
Yeah, I want to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Nat Clo. I don't know who Slurpee is. Am I Slurpee? I was slurping.
Who's Slurpee? I don't know who Slurpee is. You know, we are finally okay. So this is how small my town is. We are just now getting our first 7-Eleven built.
Oh wow, we didn't have a to be honest. Let me say, we had a Wawa though, so we didn't have a 7-Eleven until recently, but we had a Wawa for a long time, so I can't.
Yeah, we don't have those either.
Well, nope. Wawa is like an East Coast thing, if not Northeast. I feel like Wawa is like the gift. Like you guys get In and Out, we get Wawa.
Gotcha. Yeah, and
see, different animals, let me say, Wawa's a convenience store, but they literally have everything. But In and Out, like, I was pregnant.
Oh, Slurpee is bones. Okay, thank you.
Oh, okay. Oh wait, Jen, can you drop can you drop the link in chat, or can you send it to Hope? Because I think Hope's the only one with a wrench.
The StreamYard?
Yeah.
I did.
I gave you a wrench. Did I give you a wrench? I don't remember.
Who, me? Yeah, I had a wrench.
Oh, good.
Am I supposed to be? Do you want me to drop the StreamYard link into YouTube? Into the live? Okay.
If you got it.
Yep,
if you can
sure
do that.
Can.
I
can.
Just in case anybody wants to come up, but yeah, I like Wawa too over 7-Eleven. I agree. Their coffee's better too. But
so I'm not yelling. Oh, was I yelling? I'm sorry. Oh wait, maybe it was a typo.
I was gonna say I'm definitely yelling. Oh yeah, tell Ella to unblock. Oh yes, Ella, unblock Kikalani, please. She just asked. She said to yell at Tina, please. Okay. Nope. She said nope. Okay.
Nope. AYB.
Okay, we'll leave it at that. So what did I want to tell? I was going to say, oh yeah, when I was pregnant, I was in, I think I feel like I told this story before, but I'll just say it quickly. I went to California I was very, very pregnant for a wedding. And all I wanted for the 4 days we were there, I was in Carlsbad. And I was with my parents, and my dad had a rental car, and I was like, please, can you get, my dad was like, he was so weird about driving that damn rental car around. I'm like, please take me to find an In-N-Out burger. Meanwhile, there's probably one on every corner. It took me 4 days to find it. But
so Tyler Durden at one point was gonna come find me and hunt me down because I actually like Five Guys better than I like In-N-Out.
wait, but you like better Five Guys?
Five Guys way better than In-N-Out.
Literally, you can go, at least by me, Five Guys is so flipping expensive. I could go to like a legit restaurant and sit down and have like a dinner, a burger, and a beer for what I pay at Five Guys for a burger and fries. It's so expensive.
Yeah, it is expensive.
It is good. Yeah. It is good. I will give them that. And their French fries are really good.
Yeah. And see, to me, In-N-Out fries taste like dirt. It tastes like they just like pulled the potato out from the dirt, cut them into fries and, slightly warm them up and said, here, eat these. Like, that's what they taste like.
I can't remember the fries as much as I remember the burger. Mm-hmm. The burger is what stands out to me. But the fries, I mean, I'm still a glutton for McDonald's French fries if they're done right. There is one McDonald's by me that makes the French fries still put salt on them and they still taste amazing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yep. McDonald's makes the best fries, I think. Although Five Guys, I do like. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Not a good look. Liking Five Guys in. Holy shit, AYB!
Not a good look. Oh my gosh. So many people were saying that I caught myself saying it. And then I was like, oh my God, now I'm saying it. So have you been, or has anybody been watching, I always at some point have to talk about TV shows and movies now, but without spoilers. Right. So have you been watching House of Dragons? Or are you even a Games fan? Okay,
yes.
You haven't watched.
So here's the thing. I have to wait for my husband to watch our shows.
Oh, you guys watch together. I got it.
And so we're behind. Mm-hmm. Like we watched, what was it? So not last Sunday, but the Sunday before was the last episode I saw. And that goes for the Ring of Power as well. So, and now he's going to be gone till like mid-November. So I have to wait. Oh no.
Yeah, but you could binge at least. You'll have a good bunch to buy. Bye, Ella.
Bye, Ella, sweetheart. Okay.
Oh, see, look, there's Lauren coming in.
Yep.
Forbes are. Lauren, how did you manage to find my itty bitty little channel over here just to check in if I read the Forbes article on insurance? And I did. And I'm not going to get into it, but it wasn't, I mean, it was informative, but it wasn't like, it was just kind of saying like how certain things, which, yes, to what you were saying, are not insurable. But I don't know if you were speaking in general, but to the context of a trailer in Florida is insurable. But okay, moving on. So,
okay.
Corrosive said
Ozzy's girl. Hey, Ozzy's girl.
I'm wrong, Lauren. Fine, I'm wrong. Don't come in here and just start fighting about insurance when we're talking about something far more important, House of Dragons.
Yes. So again, I'm behind. I'm behind a couple episodes now. No,
me too.
I will be behind a couple episodes.
Yeah, I'm behind too. I usually like to have like 3 to watch so that I can have a little binge on like a Sunday morning or something. But I'm gonna give in probably tonight and watch what I need to catch up on. Hi, D-Jen. Hi, Booty Ward. I also did not, and maybe I should give it another try. And anybody else, I know you like it, but the Rings of Power, I watched 1 episode and I was just like, I can't get into it.
I love it. I mean, I get it. I get it. Like,
it's not the Rings fan and Hobbit fan, like the books, everything. Like, I really, really enjoyed the lore, but I just, for some reason, and it wasn't bad. Like, I thought it was beautiful to watch. Like, everything was so beautiful in it. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. But bye, Lauren. But I didn't click to watch the next episode. I just couldn't get it. I just wasn't into it.
No.
But that's okay.
It's yeah. Everybody has their own style. Now the other one I haven't even started yet is uh, Handmaid's Tale.
Oh well,
Haven't
I've
even.
read so. I'm a book snob, and when a show is made, or
Booty.
a series, a show, a movie, whatever, it comes out based on a book. I will say the first season of Handmaid's Tale is incredible. They did the book right, okay? But there's
Okay.
something about like Netflix and Hulu that I find that I feel like many will agree with this. Um, they do a really good job at retelling of like what is the word I'm looking for? Like when they create based on a book, right? They do a really good job at it compared to like the major motion picture studios and stuff. But
Yes.
maybe it's
Yeah.
because they know they can tell the story over an extended period of time. They don't have to jam it into 2 hours. But
True. That's a
I
good.
just
Yeah.
yeah, I just feel like they do a good job with it. And the first season of Handmaid's Tale held true to, in my opinion, to the book.
Hmm.
But I never watched after that because there was only one book, there was one, so I
Yeah.
never went back and watched. Another one though, if anybody likes like dystopian, post-apocalyptic or like and not necessarily post-apocalyptic like horror, but just like New World Order type of stuff. Station
Hmm.
11 on HBO. But I would also
Ooh.
book. The book is amazing,
All right.
amazing, and
Put that on my list.
the series is pretty good. It's pretty good.
And it's on HBO.
Yes.
Okay, let me
I'm
add it to
so
my list.
upset to hear Raised by Wolves was canceled. I might have been one of the only people, no wonder it was canceled, that liked it, but like I was so hooked on that show.
It was.
Yes.
I loved that.
Yes. That was so weird, right?
Yes.
It was weird, but it was so good.
It was. It was very
So
good.
good.
Oh, I'm so sad.
Y'all,
Yeah.
see, if you go watch it, I'll just give you one little taste of what went on in that show. There was an AI gave birth.
Uh-huh.
That's all I'll
Uh-huh.
say. But it's
Uh-huh.
weird. It's weird.
It's so. Oh, I can't believe.
Yeah. If you look like
Yeah.
that's like that. I don't know what that would be called, like that genre, because it's like that sci-fi, but it's a very niche sci-fi, like where it's a lot about like artificial intelligence.
It's like what's the other one they've got? Oh my god, I can see it in my head. I'm usually really good about that. I haven't had enough coffee today is my problem.
Yeah, you're still early. You're still
Not
diet
under. Help me out here. It's not Underworld.
Oh, Waterworld? No, Westgate. No, Westworld.
No, Westworld. There we go.
Hi, Squishy. I have not watched Dahmer yet, Dallas. I watched Westworld. I actually really liked it. I don't know why I stopped watching it. I watched the first season, maybe this second season, and something must have came on or came back. I think it was during like when I was really into The Walking Dead.
Oh yeah.
So I got distracted, but
I stopped watching The Walking Dead
that's another wild story. Like the minds that come up with this stuff.
Yeah, I know. I actually stopped watching The Walking Dead when they killed Glenn and what's his face off. I was done. Never went back. My husband's still watching, and he watches the other one, Fear the Walking Dead.
Never got into Fear.
So Izzy, my daughter. So when The Walking Dead was like, I don't know what season we were into. She was little. She wanted everything Walking Dead. We got her Walking Dead Funko Pop. She had a Walking Dead the prison Lego set.
Ooh.
Which let me tell you, I think now we've moved since then, and I'm pretty sure I'm still finding pieces from that thing.
Yeah, I can only imagine. I'm notorious for getting like super into something. Like there'll be one thing that I'm super into. That's all I'm into. That's all I'm watching. That's all I'm reading. Like even with The Walking Dead, like I was getting the comics. Like I was reading the comics simultaneously watching the show. I was like engaged in like Facebook groups about it, and then I like just move on, and then I find something else. I don't know if that's like part of like having like an addictive personality, but not having like any fun addictions. And I say that facetiously. You know what I mean? Like I just find something else, and that's what I'm doing.
Yep,
And
exactly.
I get into it, and when I get into it, I get into it 150%.
Oh, I love that puppy face.
Oh yeah, so Hocus Pocus 2. It's funny. We watched it last weekend. I think you did too, right, Jen?
No, my daughter stood me up.
Oh, well then I won't say too much, but um, we watched it last weekend, and then she's actually watching it again right now. So
Oh,
yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
okay. I'm hoping she'll watch it with me tonight. I'm hoping. So we'll see. If she
Paul.
doesn't, I'm just watching it myself.
Oh, hi everybody coming in. Hi Doofy and James and Twisted Karen.
Woo!
Um, thank you all for coming by and chatting with us. I think I put The World Beyond. I was like, I remember, like, I think I didn't realize it was a spinoff of Walking Dead, and had put it on and watched like the first episode, and then was like, wait a second, and then I was like, oh duh, I don't want to watch it because I'm so far behind in The Walking Dead.
So Glenn's death was from the book. Yeah, I remember that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, but written after the show as well into season 4. Let's see. See the letter that Stephen Young wrote to Robert Kirkman. It's great. I'll have to look that up.
Interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi, Dirt Guy.
Hi there. It was
So,
yeah.
So what are your plans, Jen? I know you're going live this week.
I'm gonna go live on Monday. This will be the first time I'm going live via OBS and Discord. So pray for me all. I might need somebody's help. I'm sure I will.
Oh, you have so much. You'll have people that are there that are familiar with it that can help you, and will help you get it off the ground. I'm certain of that.
Yes, I'm just so fascinated. Like I watch, Tonic and Shiva.
Yeah, and
yeah.
I don't know if Krosov goes live through OBS. No, I think StreamYard, because I got up on his panel with the StreamYard link, so I think StreamYard he uses.
So you can use StreamYard with OBS as well.
Oh, you can.
That's how because Lycan will stream from OBS too.
That's right. I forgot that he uses OBS too. That's right.
So I don't know, Chris, do you use OBS or StreamYard? You know what? I want to say I know at least this last time he went live, he said that something about, was it him that said it? No, never mind. Ignore me. I'm thinking of another creator that said that their StreamYard was like notifying them that they were. It was my very first walk home with Tarquin, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yes, that was so much fun. Holy crap! The walls.
Greatest pirate to ever grace our
ever sail the seas.
Izzy, we should do a Walking Dead trivia night. That would be fun, like the original classic Walking Dead.
I actually have the game. I could be the question asker. Oh, can we do that, Izzy?
That would be fun. We should try to organize that on one of our channels one night. I just like trivia in general. Like, I think it's fun to do trivia.
Me too.
Melissa Jade does really good game nights. Like, she has it. I'm not sure like how she does it. I'm sure it's an app or something like that. But she has a way. Like, she does does she do like
She'll do different topics like the
80s trivia, but then there's other like, is it Family Feud or Jeopardy?
Oh yeah,
does, but it's fun. I would like to do like a Jeopardy style, like Jeopardy style, but not like so hard. Jeopardy we watch in my house.
Oh my Jesus,
like Monday through Friday religiously. Like, my son loves Jeopardy, so like we all try to, especially when my husband's home, like we'll sit down and watch Jeopardy and then Wheel of Fortune before bed. Hey Swag, and then we'll like, I feel like it makes me smarter. I feel good playing Jeopardy because sometimes you get them and you're like, wow, like it makes you feel good about yourself, and it makes me proud when my kids get them, or my son.
So that's something that I actually used to do with my mom. Like, it's been around for so long.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, wasn't it so sad when Alex Trebek passed? I really, that was like such like a part of our growing up. Like, I don't know, something. It's just, it was so sad.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we do this? Closer to Halloween, why don't we schedule a live where we do Walking Dead trivia? Because Izzy is so down for it. He even said Jesus.
Yes, yes, that would be so fun. We could definitely
Okay.
plan for that.
Okay.
I just thought of something. Did you see? I mean, not that some of you may care less, but I just thought it interesting that Ricada lost channel maintenance,
Yes.
but I think
Did
he
it?
got it back.
I was gonna say, yeah. I thought it came back up, but yeah, I
Yeah,
saw. And because that like fell right after that other website fell down.
Kiwi.
Yeah,
Yeah, but it's back up. Kiwi's back up. It's been back up.
that one's back up, and then
Yeah,
Rakita
I
went
checked
down.
it a little, not today, like maybe a week, not a week ago, a couple days ago. I went and looked because I heard people talking about it. I think Troll Mafia was talking about it, and it was back up.
Mm.
And then I went and looked, and it was back up.
I nearly cried when blank died. There we
Yeah,
go. That could be any but
that'll be fun.
Herschel.
Yeah.
Herschel. Oh,
Oh,
Herschel was the one that got the worst. Oh, Herschel.
that got
Damn
me
it.
too.
Why'd it have
You
to
know,
be Herschel?
we get very invested, like I do. I shouldn't say we. God forbid I speak for anybody other than myself. Get invested in a TV show or a series. I mean, I got that way with books and book series as well, like that have like a lot of books. But another one that I love, but I know Hope didn't get into it, so I just don't know if anybody else did, but I am like obsessed with Call the Midwife. Like I know it's nothing super exciting, and it's not just for like. Oops, sorry if I cut out for a second. It's not just like Call the Midwife. It's not like just like medical. There's really very little to do with that, but there is a component, like a part to it that if you are in, the nursing field and stuff, it's very endearing and it's just like so special. But then there's like this whole
Hmm.
beautiful story behind it. I just can't help it. I love it. I know it's not
Kind
for
of.
everyone. It's very
Oh,
Downton Abbey-ish. So like
oh.
if you're a Downton Abbey person, I think you'd like it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm not. So that's probably why. Like, I kind of vaguely remember it, but I think I might have looked at it and went, nope. Hi, Kimmy P.
Uh,
So Paul Berry says Herschel lost his leg and his head, loser.
I mean, you can't help but laugh, but please, Paul.
Oh, loser.
Yeah.
Losing all the things.
I mean, how do you think you would do in a zombie apocalypse? Like, I used to think like I was ready. Like
Oh,
I
I'd
was,
die.
but I don't know. I'm fat and I'm slow. I feel like
I would die. I need to have cold water. I would die. I cannot
cold.
drink room.
That's the one
I
thing I
promise.
wouldn't like necessarily like clean water. Yes.
See,
Toilet paper. Yes. Those are the
oh,
things.
I mean, well, hell, we saw that already.
Yes, you're right. We've already lived through the toilet paper crisis of 2019. When was it? 2020 or 2020?
2020.
Right. You're right.
Yes, I need to have cold water. I cannot drink room temperature water. If I'm out of ice, I'm dead. That's it.
Oh,
Just
you are.
leave me behind.
I mean, forget about the apocalypse. You'd be in trouble in like some like not even third world, second world countries.
I know.
Do you have like one of those little? Do you have one of those little ice makers on the counter? I
I
don't need
do.
one. I want one. They make the perfect little round ice cubes with the hole in the middle. Those are
Yes.
my
Yep.
favorite type of ice cubes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, Hope,
So
I'm not. You're very good with music. Like you have such an appreciation and understanding for music, and like how like you can tell a story with music. I am not a music person. Like I just never like I like listening to it. I used to love like going to concerts, but more for like
yeah.
the fun party aspect of it, or like
Yep.
hearing a live band. I didn't like have a full on appreciation for it.
For the song, but I forgot I have it on
Ooh,
the
pause the
I'm
pepper.
so
Oh, that's know where we're
Yep.
going.
Yep.
I had the plan, like, if the zombies come, everybody just follow me. We're heading to the boat, like the
Okay.
big boat, the tugboat, because that is we can well stock that. It can float forever.
Except if you watch Fear the Walking Dead, that doesn't work either.
Wait, which one? Fear?
Fear the Walking Dead. Yeah, they tried that. That didn't work out so well for them.
That's right. They were on a boat, but I don't remember did they just like run out of stuff, or did
If I remember,
did somebody turn on the boat? Because I mean, that would be what did it,
like, yeah, there's the pirates and running out of stuff. I only watched a couple of.
Pirates. Yes, pirates. Don't worry. I can fight the pirates. We'll get Parker.
Okay, Corrosive and Tarquin.
Yeah. Um, I'm I'm trying to think. I forget what I was gonna say, guys. I had a brain fart. Head for the mountains. Yeah, everybody will go for boats. You're right. Somebody will probably take my boat.
See, I could survive in the mountains because there'd be snow, ice all the time.
Well, yes, you'd do good in the mountains. It'd be nice and cold for you. I don't want like. I mean, I don't know. You know, it's just we take for granted. I mean, look at like, oh, so good examples like what obviously with COVID, like that was of course life changing for so many people. It kind of put us all in a unique position to live a way we have never lived. None of us in our lifetime have lived before, whether it was because of our work situations or wearing masks or whatever thing affected you the most from it. But like we didn't handle that too well as a society. Like, could you imagine if there was like truly something apocalyptic? Could you imagine just the grid? Forget about like zombies. Forget about like pestilence or pandemics or anything. That just think of electricity.
Well, I mean, Swag, are you still here?
Yeah, she's lived without it for a while. She
Here,
went without it for. Yep.
Here, let me. If you're interested in talking, I'd like to hear what it's like to go without.
Yeah, it's crazy. We didn't have power for 21 days after Hurricane Sandy.
Yeah, that's nuts.
But
21 days, Jesus.
Yeah. So
like anywhere you couldn't go. Could you get to anywhere?
Yes, we could get to. I was still getting into. I was getting into the hospital, and it was just where I was living. They could not get the. It just took a lot longer. But we had generator, thank God, and made do. But it was still even with. I mean, in the generator at the time, my house was flooded, so I was in my parents' house, and the generator kept like the fridges going. And like you could charge stuff. Like it was like my dad's like it wasn't even really a generator. If I remember correctly, I think it was a welding machine that like he rigged up to work as a generator, and it was like hoisted from the back of his truck. Like it was crazy, but it served the purpose to keep food cold and things like that, right?
Sure.
It was October, so we didn't. Thank God it wasn't cold out. So, but we had gas heat anyway. But I think the pilots are electric on the, if I remember correctly, on the, what do you call it? The pilot, like the electric starter or whatever to get it going. And I can't remember if we even had hot water. I think we were boiling water for the like little ones for baths and stuff, and we were just. And I could shower at the hospital and stuff. But that was, but we still had, the most important thing, in my opinion, is like if you can flush your toilets, which we could, and food. It's keeping like your refrigeration, because otherwise you're living out of coolers, which, okay, fine, is certainly doable. People go camping, you can make it work, right? But not, like, it gets so old so fast. Like, it is dreadful. When that power came back, holy shit.
Oh yeah, let's see. I saw Izzy say
when the power came back
during Sandy for weeks. Damn, I don't know. Damn. I mean, we go through power outages here, and it'll be a day, maybe. But we already have a generator set up and all that, so it's a minor inconvenience. We have portable chargers and stuff like that. Degen's ready. So my sister's actually a prepper. She's not a crazy prepper, right? But she works for a hospital, and they had a disaster preparedness consultant come in and hold a seminar. And a fun fact about my state, though I'm sure some of you folks, at least one of you here has them or knows what they are, but the blue rain bins. We're not allowed to have those here in California because they want us to pay for water. We can get a fine if they're seen. So, yeah, we're not even allowed to, not that we get rain anymore, but we're not allowed to collect rainwater.
Not allowed to collect rainwater? I thought that's what they wanted you to do.
No. They don't want us to get fines.
But if you do, it's because it's taking away from it, like, obviously. Surveying the ground? I don't understand. You're going to use it for. I don't understand, but okay.
I know it. One of the reasons, one of the million reasons we're going to be moving. Yeah, we do. We
My
do
dad
get some
collects
crazy.
rainwater in Mexico because
Okay.
they're on a mangrove, so like a lot of their like you. That's why like if we're in Mexico, like you're not going to drink like the tap water. You know what I mean? Like there's other
Yeah.
precautions because a lot of the water is like mangrove filtered. But he has
Mhm.
like a water tank on top on the roof, and that gets a company comes and fills that, and that's technically what you're using in your shower and sinks and stuff like that. But it's still not like I mean, if you live there and grew up there, I think like those people drink the water. It doesn't bother their tummies because they have the gut,
Right.
like their guts
But,
can handle it, right? But for us,
mhm.
I don't think so. So inside the house, same thing as like if you had I remember my mom used to have this growing up before bottled waters were a thing. Like the Poland Spring guy would come and put the big thing,
Yes. Uh-huh.
like the water cooler.
Mm-hmm.
So you get like a bunch of those delivered. Like that comes and you have like a similar type of system of not
Mm-hmm.
fancy or anything, but for like the fresh water for drinking and
Yep.
even back my mom when she was alive there or my dad now even cooks like with that and stuff too. And then there's this
Mm-hmm.
special stuff called mycodine that you would put in the sink with like your if you wanted to clean your fruit and stuff. But
Oh.
yeah, but it yeah, it's interesting. So but anyway, so he said, I'm going to get a rain barrel. And one of his neighbors taught him about it, I guess, like how to collect the
Mm-hmm.
rainwater and stuff like that. So he got a rain barrel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big drums, the big blue drums. Yep. I
And
love the way Naughty says water. Say water for me.
water. Now I'm going to
Water.
say it. Am I saying it? The right water? Water?
Yeah,
I
you
think
are.
I think I'm
AYB.
trying it. Yeah,
AYB just gave you a complex.
I
Sorry.
did. So I self-corrected. Oh. I
You know
think I
what?
told you guys, like growing up, I had a friend and her mom was like, they were from Brooklyn, but my friend moved here when she was like little. So she went to school here, but her mom, like we would always ask her to say tinfoil, like a tinfoil or aluminum foil, whatever you call it.
Mm-hmm.
Tinfoil, cooking oil, because she would say tin furl, cooking furl, or cooking earl. She called it earl. And then turlet was one. She said it's turlet. And she I remember being in like fourth or fifth grade and going, say oi, and then she'd say oi, and then we'd say L, and she'd say L, and then we'd say oil, and she would go Earl. It was so funny. Oh, I
I
just love
forever
that.
and ever up till junior high I used to say whoosh. It's a
Oh, work
dialect.
is a good one.
Yeah.
I hear that a lot.
Yeah.
Work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh,
Whoosh.
that's another fun thing is like to do the dialects. Like what do
Mm-hmm.
you put your clothes in that's in your dresser?
What do I put my clothes that are in my
Yeah,
dresser?
in the dresser. What do you open from the dresser? What do you call
Drawers.
it? Okay.
Drawer.
Drawer. Yeah. Okay. Drawer. Yeah. Okay. But that's
Not a
another.
drawer.
Yeah, that's kind of funny across the world in breakfast. Not across the world, but in the U.S. Like breakfast, people will say they'll say that.
Breakfast,
Yeah,
yes.
instead of breakfast. I just think that's
Uh-huh.
so.
Or oh
Water.
gosh, what's the
Water.
other one?
Water.
The
Water.
library,
Library.
libraries,
Yep.
libraries, opposed to instead of supposed to. Oh yeah. It just
Like
depends. It depends on where you're from.
yep. You know what else I love? Like with little kids, because CJ does this a lot. Like she'll like think of something as called something because she combines like two things that are like it. So for
Oh yes.
example,
Oh god.
her elbow,
Yes.
she always like once she calls it her arm bow. To be like, Mom, I hurt my arm bow. And I just think that is the funniest thing. Like, I have to write these things down because
Yes,
they're
do.
just so cute and so funny. And anything related to Santa Claus is ho ho. Like, with Dead Serious, she'll be looking in a catalog or something that came. So, Mommy, Ho Ho has to bring this for Christmas. Everything is ho ho. Funny.
I love it. Yeah, my kid was always her R's were W's.
Oh
So
yeah.
it was wabbit. And we'd say R like a pirate. R and she'd go R and we say now say rabbit. Wabbit.
Yep.
And she'd go R wabbit.
Yep.
Okay. Yep.
Listen,
We
I have
tease
a
her all the time.
lot of money sunk into speech therapy with both of my kids for that. The W's, the R's, the S's, and the
Mhm.
Z's. It's interesting. Like it's all the way we say things outside of the way we hear things. Of course, then we repeat
Hmm.
them, right? Or growing. That's how we
Right.
grew up. Like how we learn language. But there's
Yeah.
also like there's a whole muscular thing. Like when it comes to like our palate and our tongue and everything. And I just
Yep.
a little bit just listening to the speech therapist and how they explain it. It's really
Hmm.
quite fascinating if you
Yeah.
find those things fascinating.
Yes, absolutely.
So
Well,
what's
girl,
on
I
the
got
agenda? What's on the agenda for the rest of your Saturday?
my day is let's see. My kid has a friend coming over, so a bonus kid.
That's nice.
Uh and then I think oh no, there's no live tonight. So yeah, I guess just chores. I don't want to do chores. Somebody go live.
I got to leave
So
this house.
someone else go live.
I know. It's
I
like
just
I'll say
realized
to
that chores.
myself, if somebody goes live and I'm listening, I can like put my earbuds in and then work around the
Yep.
house, like straighten up,
Yep.
do laundry. But then sometimes I just pop my big old butt on the couch and watch, like sit there with the earbuds in while they're watching a movie or something. But
Right.
yeah, the front teeth definitely make a difference, John, and for the grown-ups that don't have their front teeth. Um, now,
Wait,
um,
it's hard for kids that don't have. They're for oh my goodness, but that's all they want for Christmas.
it's just the teeth. Yeah. Now I feel like I did enough today. I went to I wanted to do that before because I went to that this like that Italian shop today, that gourmet grocery. That it's not gourmet, but they call it that. You know what I mean, like Italian
Mhm.
grocery store. And
Yeah, yeah,
I got Easter beets. If nobody knows what that is, I'll explain it in a second. That's what it's just called. It has nothing to do with Easter. Or that's what we call it. I don't know what other people call it. That's what we call it. I got the most amazing apple crumb cake that is,
Ooh.
oh my god, I gotta finish it. Make some tea in a bit for that. I got key lime tart, which I'm saving for probably tonight. I doubt I'll last till tomorrow. But then I got like a fresh loaf of. That's my favorite thing to go there for. Like when I tell you the bread is like right, the lady's making it and then hand you the loaf of Italian bread. Like it's still warm.
Holy crap.
Oh my goodness. There's just that store is so beautiful. Like I want to just walk around it one day for people to see. Like the smell is like something I can't even describe. It is so
Yeah.
amazing. But it's also like beautiful inside the way they have it. Like you feel like you're in some like Tuscany market or something. I don't know.
Oh
It's
wow.
like a whole experience. But you leave there with like all this stuff that a lot of it is like what they make there, you know what I mean? And you take it home, like the Easter beets, or I got vodka sauce that they make there, and I got CJ or I got her some like chicken fingers stuff that they had made. So a lot of it is that, but it is a grocer as well. But like you couldn't grocery
Mhm.
shop. You'd spend $1,000. They
Right. Yeah.
for a box of Cheerios. Like it's there for
Right.
special things, you know, like
Yep.
but they do, which I think I'm going to
Oh.
do this year if I can convince my husband. They do like really nice like holiday packages where you can get like your home meal. Like I cater when he's at work for the holidays. I always cater my holidays because I don't want to cook. I don't want other people worrying about cooking. And if I'm going to host, I
Right.
just want it to be easy. He loves to cook, right?
Me
Like,
too. Me
yeah,
too. Hmm.
he loves that. He thinks it's great. The problem is, or this is my interpretation of the problem is, then you spend so much money, especially now with the way groceries are. Like
Yes.
groceries are
Yeah.
ridiculously expensive, in my opinion. I'm sure it's that way for everybody. Like so much right
Mhm.
now. Like I'm spending more than I ever did.
Yeah.
So to buy all the ingredients to cook everything, when I'm like, there's these really amazing places around here that cater for like $250 to feed 12 people, and you get like everything, and it's so delicious. I've never had a bad meal. I mean, there's some hiccups,
Mhm.
and yes, there's might be certain familial dishes that you want to make that's like special, but like the main
Sure.
stuff that like, oh
Yeah.
my gosh, it just makes sense. So
Yeah. So
I
for us, it's easier. I mean, there's four of us, right?
yeah,
So and that's when my stepdaughter can make it. It depends on because
sure.
she's all over the place. So and I'm you and I have talked about this before. I love to cook like your husband does. So
Mhm.
I go to town. Now lately we've been traveling during the holidays, so I don't
Which
have to worry about it. But I'm sorry.
I mean, I think that's nice, like to go away instead of having to like I would like be like, let's do a trip and like go to a restaurant. That's what I would do.
Oh yeah. No, so yeah. So this year, you're familiar with me going to we have
Yes,
property in
yes,
Maui,
yes.
but um, we're going to Oahu for Christmas,
And that's
and so
different where you normally would go?
yeah, yes,
A different
absolutely, it's a different
different
island.
island?
Yes, different island.
Oh
So
wow.
we have property on Maui. We're going to Oahu
Well,
just so the kid can see because I used to live. My sister and I lived in Oahu,
oh wow, that's
and
amazing.
I don't know if he's still around or not. But at one point, because Irvin, if you remember, I'm sure you remember Irvin. Irvin is from Oahu, and
Okay.
so we were gonna meet up for coffee or whatever and go live and wave to everybody. So when we were discussing the trip for this Christmas, my kid says, "All I want for Christmas is to be in the water on Christmas morning." And I was like, "Careful, kid, because we'll hold you to that. Like,
That's so
no presents, no nothing. Are you sure?"
yeah, yeah.
And she's like, "Well, maybe some Air Jordans too. I don't know." So I was like, Christmas present's gonna be, tiny this year. But yeah, it's my husband decided he wanted to do that for Christmas this year. So, and then of course we'll be back in Maui in May and June next year, just to check on the property. So
Yeah, that's nice though. I mean, like I kind of like that idea. Like my father travels every holiday. Like even when ever especially since my mom passed, they would do it maybe every other. But now he goes every holiday. It's just his thing. We don't give him a hard time anymore. It's what he wants to
yeah,
do. We usually head
right,
down to Mexico, but he has
yeah,
done some other things. But I like that. Like to me, like mine are still little, so like there's that whole magical side of it for the
yes,
holidays. But like once they're
yes, uh-huh,
older, oh man, I would love to be able
yeah,
to be like, listen, would you rather have a bunch of stuff that you're going to touch once, or we can make a beautiful experience and go
yes.
somewhere? Like I think that's a really smart thing to do for.
Yeah, well, like I was talking to you and Corrosive on his panel yesterday about the Disney cruise.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yep,
And my
yep,
sister wants to do the Christmas Disney
yep.
cruise next Christmas. So I appreciated the feedback on that.
Yep.
And
I think for the, like I said too, for the littles, I think it's amazing. Even for, like I said, the older, I mean, even like he said, he's got older ones, so they had an
mhm,
amazing time too. I
yeah,
only experienced it with a littler one, but
hmm,
so it's still a gift no matter how you look at it. I mean, no matter what, you can't have a bad time, in my opinion. It's just that it's, you know, as the adult, you're like, well, for this, and I'm thinking budgets and things like that. I'm like, we could have went to Europe and
hmm,
traveled for 10 days for what we did, for this Disney cruise. That's how I
right,
look at it. But you also
right,
get that full on if you are Disney people and you
hmm,
understand Disney and that experience. Like that's like my husband's thing. Then it's worth, like, you know what I mean. It is
hmm,
nice, like in comparison.
yeah.
So,
I know.
but
I'm like, I wonder if I can convince because my husband wasn't impressed with a cruise. Yeah, I've been going forever, but he wasn't impressed.
yeah,
He really wasn't. He's like, we were stuck on a boat,
yeah, I'm
other
with it.
than the 3 days of the different
Yep,
ports, and
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
but
Even
it
the ports feel rushed because that's like my whole thing. Like when I'm on vacation, listen, I live my life on a Monday through Friday at least is scheduled down to the T.
yeah,
I want to be on vacation and I want to eat when I want, sleep when I want. I mean,
yeah,
outside of obviously you have your littles that you got to do stuff with, but like I
yeah,
don't want to have to stop what we're doing to go make dinner or to run the whole butt to the boat because it's going to leave you in St. Kitts or wherever we were, Nevis, wherever that cruise thing went. But like I want to sit there and enjoy the beautiful island or the sights and take it in and not feel rushed. Like that's just me. I don't want to be
right.
rushed. Hey Mo Biden.
Oh, all right, girl. Well, I'm gonna
All
hit the
right, so
road.
I'm gonna wrap it up too. I've been on here about how long have we been here? An hour, two, an hour?
Little over an hour. Yeah, it was good. It was good to see so many new faces too,
Yes, it was. I'm so
from
grateful so
different.
many people came over to hang out and say
Hmm.
hi. And I think we came up with a really fun idea to do a trivia, like a Walking Dead
Yes.
Halloween type trivia. Whoever wants to do it, wherever, I will be there. If you want to do it here, we can do it on one of the bigger channels. Like, I think that'll be
Okay.
so much fun.
Okay. I'll talk to
Yeah.
you offline about it, and we'll figure
Yeah,
it
we
out.
can
I think that'd be
definitely
great.
get together and make sure people know about it so they can participate and find a way
Okay.
so that like, because I don't like. There's a way to do it where you like you can have a bunch of people on panel, but then sometimes the chat wants to get involved too, and then like, we have to find a good way to do it. That's all.
Okay, sounds good.
All
I
right,
know the
Mike.
perfect lady
So
that can help us like organize that. She goes
Yeah.
by AYB. She's really good at that.
Yeah,
So
she may go live later too, just to shoot the shit.
oh
'cause I
yes,
don't.
I saw that. That'd be good.
Yeah.
That'd be good. Okay.
Bye,
All right,
Ellen.
guys. Thank
Okay,
you for
bye,
having me up,
Jen.
buddy. Take
I'll
care.
catch up with you later.
Alrighty. Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you everybody for coming and hanging out. That was fun, and we got to talk about some like crazy stuff that's happening, and then we got to have some like chit chat kibitzing that wasn't gonna trigger anybody, which is always nice. And we could do. We came up with a fun idea in the process. And I'm sorry if I sounded kind of crappy. I'm on my phone. Something's up with my laptop. I don't know what's wrong with it, but it's not operating. It's just not working the way it's supposed to. I'll have to deal with that. But have a fabulous Saturday, everyone, and I'll see you all around on these YouTube streets. Bye.